Hey, it's Lex with Thrifty Hodgepodge. Today we're going to be discussing cash clip and cash envelope systems. Today I'm going to show you mine and what I'm getting ready to change over to, so let's zoom in. This is the Rachel Cruze inspired clip system. You just use those bulldog clips that you can get everywhere, at work, wherever. And I've just made little tags on mine. As you can see, I've got groceries, me, miscellaneous, dining out, and rainy day. And the rainy day is when I have any money left over these for at the end of the month. It goes over in the rainy day fund, and it's like a fun day fun. It's like I find a special piece of clothing that's on sale that I've been watching. It's a great price. Boom, I can buy it. If there's anything else that I'm really wanting, it comes out of that fund. It's like a special sort of savings fund inside my cash envelope system, since this money's already allotted for anyway. So I like this system. It is a good system. The wallet, in case you're wondering, it is by Hobo. My mother-in-law got this for me for Christmas. This is not something I would buy for myself because it's such a nice wallet, because it's beautiful and it's very expensive. I have wallets that I've literally paid $3 for. This was like between $60 and $80, but it's beautiful and I love it, and so I'm trying to use it. As you can see, it's got two pockets here. The main pocket zips up on the side, which I like. It's really nice and big, just to show you how big this wallet truly is compared to my hands. I mean, it takes both hands, but I like it. The problem I'm having with this clip system though is that when you're at the grocery store and you pull out your money and you pay the cashier and she gives you your money back, and then of course they just throw it all at once at you, and so you're sitting there going, okay, I've got change, so I gotta flip over here, dump my change, grab my clip again that I've had out on that little shelf waiting on them, cue the dog bark, reclip my money, you know, get this thing to go down, and then stick it back in here, back where it went. And trying to do that in places like Walmart and the grocery store is a hassle, because people behind you are already getting their stuff scanned out and you're still standing there dealing with your money, and it's causing me anxiety. And I know I shouldn't care what people think standing behind me, but they literally almost push you out of the way, and it's just nerve-wracking. So, and I've tried pulling my card up, you know, and messing with my money there, but then I feel kind of exposed and vulnerable. I know I'm at Walmart, but I shouldn't worry about that stuff, but you know, it does get robbed from time to time in places. So I'm trying to, I wanted to come up with a different system. Sorry. So I wanted to come up with a different system, and the system I'm kind of using for the cash clips is Pennies into Pearls. Her method of, like, for grocery shopping is you do a bulk buy at the beginning of the month, and then let's say you had $400 for the month for your family and you spent 2 of it or 3 of it, and you've got $100 left. What do? Well, you allot $25 a week to buy butter, milk, bread, eggs, you know, the necessities that you go through weekly, and that should be enough. I've been trying to do that in a bi-weekly sort of way instead of once a month haul. I've been doing 2 big hauls, one at the beginning of the month when I get paid, and one in the middle of the month when I get paid, and then having it cover out, and it's okay. It does work, so it's a good thing to try. I'll try and list her down below. Future Lex, it's your job, list Pennies and Pearls down below. I don't know if I can find the video where she talks about it exclusively about, but I'll try, but no promises. So again, the system's okay, but again, you're dealing with clips, and when you're down to just, you know, a few dollars here and there, it's kind of like, ugh, kind of a pain. So, cue the new cash envelope system that I'm going to, and this is not my idea. I'm not taking credit for this. I just wanted to share it with you because I thought it was such a cool idea. This is Jordan Page, Fun, I can never remember her website. Fun, Cheap, or Free? Anyway, just look up Jordan Page and at YouTube. She'll pull right up. Pretty lady, has like 5 kids, knows what she's doing. And she's also on Millennial Moms. It's another good channel. So this is her envelope system. Now I've used an extra large envelope. Here's a regular size envelope for comparison. I'll probably be using the regular size envelope. Cash will of course fit in both of these. Some easier than others. But here's what she does. And I thought this was a cool system, and I'm going to try and implement it, and then I'll give you my thoughts next month when we discuss cash envelopes again. And there I just kicked off some money. Anyway, so instead of using the clips, and of course you can also use paper clips, nothing wrong with that, she likes cash envelope. Now she doesn't like having a bunch of different cash envelopes like me. Like I've got dining out, I've got groceries, I've got me, miscellaneous, and I've got rainy day. She's like, that's too much, and I agree. Just trying to keep up with that and come home and write it in my little, I have a mini planner from Happy Planner. It's right over here, I'll show it to you. Like this, and I do like this, but my problem is that when you go to write stuff down for what you spent, if I can find one here, you know, your expense tracker, it doesn't always leave you enough room to write everything down. And I just, it's okay, but I gotta carry this around, and I'm like, I don't want to do that today either. So I'm trying to go less is more here. So again, this is her idea. You take an envelope, you divide it in half, put grocery and other at the top. Now grocery is grocery and household, anything that you buy monthly or weekly, like makeup, that you're gonna buy again and again and again. So makeup, toiletries, you know, hairspray, toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies, food, you know, grocery. And then everything else, dining out, miscellaneous, clothing, I'm trying to think, dining out, clothing, miscellaneous, anything else that doesn't fit in this category goes in this category. So you only got 2, and that's it. And then she puts the, you know, if you've got 5 weeks, she puts 5 spots. If you've got 4 weeks for the month, she puts 4 spots. So there's 5 weeks in May. Granted, I only get paid for 2, but, or every 2 weeks I get paid on the 30th from the month before, and then I get paid again on the 15th. So I get paid this and before this starts. So her thoughts are that you're supposed to do $100 per month per person. So that means if you have a family of 2, it would be $200, but she says start at $300 for a family of 2 or less. So we have 2.5, 3, plus we got 5 dogs. I count those as a person because as much food as they eat, oh yeah, and the cats. So anyway, so that would be $400, but I'm not doing just $400 because I'm also got different dietary needs than my husband and my daughter. I'm doing keto. They eat what I cook for the most part, but then they have other stuff that they like to have, like bread, cereal, milk. Not that that's really expensive stuff, but there's other things that they eat, like cottage cheese, drink Diet Pepsi, you know, stuff that I don't, that adds up. So I'm giving myself for grocery and household, and that's including makeup, cleaning supplies, pet food, which I usually don't do. Usually I have pet food be a totally separate thing that I checked off for my budget, and it wasn't in the cash envelope system. So I'm adding pet food and pet treats, kitty litter, cat food, now into my envelope system, so I don't have to pay for it separate. And then the other, like I said, is gonna be everything else. So I'm gonna give myself $600 a month for grocery and $200 for other. Now she says that you can borrow side to side in a week, but you cannot borrow from the week coming up, from the week that you're in. So this is a no, this is okay. Just think it makes a smiley face, so it's okay. The purpose for this is that you can borrow from this one, because I don't know how many times when I was doing the cash clip, I was like borrowing from this one, borrowing from that one, and then I was like, oh crap, how much money did I, you know, have in there, and trying to put it back, and it was Cocoa Puffs. Now it all goes into one envelope. Easy peasy, right? Change 2 can all go in there. And I'll take 1 second to throw all my money in. I can only go boop, boop, close it up, throw it back in my wallet. Of course, I don't think it'll fit in this wallet, but I can throw it back in my purse, and, you know, write down what I wrote, like Walmart, you know, and whatever the amount was. But she says that like she divides this all up. So let's say it was, let's say we were doing 400. So go back to calculator, sorry. So let's say you've got the $400. Okay. There's $400, and then so you would start off, divide that by 5 weeks. That means each week you would get $80. $80 for each one of these spots. And again, you can't borrow from the next week down, but you could borrow side to side. And since I'm going to do 200 for other, that would mean divided by 5 means technically I have 40 here. So actually I'm doing 600, so let's use real numbers. 600 divided by 5. So I'm going to have 120 here a week and 40 here. And I can borrow side to side. So if I have a bigger spending week, because that's usually what I do, is I go to Sam's and I bulk up and I buy a lot of stuff so I don't have to go back in 2 weeks. Because I hate grocery shopping. Ugh, hate it. Hate spending money on food, I just really do. Especially as much as you end up throwing away, I'm like, no. And I'm trying to get better at that. But I'm hoping this will help. But anyway, so that's going to give me a total of 120 here and then $40 here. So let's go ahead and write that in, just so we know what's going to happen. And again, I still might pennies and pearls this a bit, I don't know, but I'm going to try and do it for the month. So there's $120 here, and then I'm going to have 40 here. And anytime it comes out of one of these two categories, I'm going to put a minus. I'm going to stick the receipt in here. And that was the other cool thing she said, stick the receipt in there. So let's say I bought something, I got a receipt right here. Say I went and bought something. I'm going to stick my receipt in there. See, receipt's in. And I would write blah, 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 blah. Whatever I, you know, however much it was off. And then I can always go back and look and see what I spent. But it'll be in there. So, again, I'm challenging myself to do this for the month of May. I challenge you as well to try this out, see if you like it. If you're not going to, tell me what envelope system do you use? Do you use the clips? Do you use the pennies and pearls method? Do you use some other method to do your grocery and other shopping with your dining out and all that other stuff? What do you do? And the other thing she said is at the end of the month, you know, let's say I don't spend all $40 this week, well that can go into next week's, and then that can go down. You can go down, but you can't go up. Hope this helps. Again, if you're going to try it, leave me a comment, let me hear. If you're not using this kind of envelope system or clip system, what system do you use? Who does it? List the YouTuber or wherever you found this information at down below if you can, or describe it. I'd love to hear from you. I love trying different ways of trying to save money, and hope this works for you all. All right, see y'all later.